Hello everyone from ubtennis.net. My name is Vanni Gibertini. I'm talking to you from Indian Wells. Next to me we have John Horn from TSN, the Canadian sports TV that is covering the Indian Wells tournament.
Yeah.
We just wanted to check to touch base with you to go over the results of round two of
Okay.
the BNP Paribas Open. All the big four, the top four, have made the debut in the tournament, and one of them actually crashed out. Andy Murray last night got defeated in straight sets by Vasek Pospisil, Canadian. He has a career best ranking of 25, but he has slipped out of the top 100 because he had a fairly bad 2016 that was affected by injuries and a lack of confidence. But last night he played a hell of a match, did he?
Yeah, I mean, it was a spectacular play. He was one of the best matches of his career. I mean, he'll say obviously that's the biggest win of his career. He's had some moments in his career. He got to the quarterfinals of Wimbledon a few years ago. He won the doubles final with Jack Sock as well. So he's got some experience. He's won doubles here as well with Jack Sock. So he's been on the big stage. He knows what it takes to win. And, for Pospisil, he's had a miserable 2016. He won about 10 of 33 singles matches. His ranking plummeted. He's actually been playing challenger events just to get his ranking up and get his game back together. And, he's got a new coach now, Mark Woodford, one half of the Woody's doubles team, 17 Grand Slam titles. So he knows what it's like to win on the big stage as well. And Pospisil plays a lot of doubles. I think it's a good partnership. It's a good connection, and I think that's what he needed. He needed a change. He was with his previous coach for 4 years, and he started off with Mark Woodford sort of late last year, and they actually trained in the off season here, so they got used to the climate, the desert. And he's played great. He won his 2 qualifying matches, and then he's won 2 singles matches and a double. So he won 5 matches in 5 days, including a win over the number 1 player in the world. So I don't know, it doesn't really get much better than that. So, but I thought he played a great game. His service style, the serve and volley attack style, really worked and really sort of threw Murray off a little bit. I mean, he's one of the best return guys in the game, and he took chances, and it paid off for him.
And Murray was the only one of the top four, of let's just say the Fab Four, that was not in that group of death.
Yeah, and I mean, really, he kind of lost an opportunity. I mean, when you look at that group of death, it is crazy what's going on there, and everybody who's in the group of death survived the second round, so they're all into the third round, and should make for some great tennis. Del Potro and Djokovic are going to go at it. Kyrgios and Zverev are going to go at it. Federer's got a tough match. It's going to be a great third round, and then if these guys can get through their third round matches, then we get into the really good stuff in the fourth round. Maybe we'll see Kyrgios and Djokovic. Could see Kyrgios Del Potro. Could see Nadal Federer. Still lots of things on the table that could happen. So still lots in store.
Yeah, Federer and Nadal, they got through the second round pretty comfortably. Djokovic had a few more troubles. He was down 2-5 in the second set. He managed to come through in straight set without having to save any set points. And the next round, there will be one of the first big matches that this draw is lined up for us. So Del Potro, Djokovic, that was the first round in the Olympics last year, and Del Potro won. That took place also in Dubai a few weeks ago, and and Djokovic was able to get some revenge. Who's going to win this time?
I mean, I think you got to look at the better player, and that's Djokovic. Look, you never know what's going to happen. I think the great part of men's tennis right now is that on any given day, anybody can beat anybody. We've already seen it here. What I thought was interesting is that Andy Murray won the Dubai tournament, came here, played his first match, he lost. Sam Querrey won the Acapulco tournament just last week. He came here, he lost. So Joe Wilfried Tsonga won 2 tournaments, won Rotterdam and Marseille. He comes here and he loses. So anybody can lose on any given day, and that's what makes the sport so great, and that's what makes men's tennis so strong right now, is that the players are so good. You have the top 4 guys, the Fab Four, so to speak. Throw in Wawrinka, throw in Brown at 20, he's not injured, and then all the up-and-comers. Kyrgios can win on any given day. Zverev. There's a lot. John Isner. There's a lot of guys out there who you can never take for granted. They all have different styles. Everybody's got a different game, and that's why I think men's tennis is so good right now and so strong. So it's not a given that Djokovic is going to beat Del Potro. Del Potro's had some good tennis, especially at the end of last year. So if I were to say who's the favorite, Djokovic, but I still think it could be close.
And looking at the top half of the draw with Murray gone and Tsonga gone, I mean that quarterfinal is just up for grabs. What do you think is gonna come out of that? I mean, seeding wise, we should say Dimitrov and Goffin, but.
Well, I mean, look, why couldn't Pospisil get through, right? I mean, every tournament's got to have a story of a guy who's got through a couple wildcard matches, and I know, I mean, I'd say it's unlikely, but look, I mean, Goffin is the top seed left. He's probably the favorite right now, but yeah, it's wide open on that half, and maybe even the bottom half. It sets up nicely right now for guys like Wawrinka because of just how the top side is, lost guys. But you never know when we get to the after round 3 and we're standing here talking after round 3. Maybe a different story. It might be going, well, maybe the bottom half has lost some names. You just never know. I mean, the way all these guys played their first round, everybody in that group of death won in straight sets. All the big names won in straight sets. So I think they're well on their way to meeting each other in the 4th round.
So well, this is all for our wrap up of round 2. We'll be back in a couple of days to talk about what happened in round 3 and see if all the favorites that are left in the draw are still there.
Are you inviting me back? Am I coming back?
Yeah,
again? Okay,
you
perfect.
are definitely invited.
Excellent. All right, nice. Thanks.
Okay, thank you for following us, and see you soon.